How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to another FIFA 21 trading video. In today's video, again, we're going to be having a little look at Fodder, the app that I did advise you the other day to either go and download, or if you can, bookmark it on your PC. What we're going to be looking at today is SBC Fodder. Now, some of you won't have a clue what that is, but basically SBC Fodder is stuff you can use in SBCs that is not really relevant to use in the actual game in terms of, you know, desirable players, because they're just not good enough to use. So SBC Fodder, you might ask what that is. There's many different things that SBC Fodder can be. It's exactly that. It's stuff that you use for SBCs. But the ones that we will be looking at today is 83 rated to 87, 88 rated players. And the reason for that is because they seem to do quite well. Well, they do quite well. Obviously, when we get certain types of SBCs, obviously, at this minute, right now, they're not doing well. This is why I'm making that video, because they're at a very low point, and I feel like right now is a good time to make it, because we should be starting to get some good SBCs soon. Icon SBCs should just be round the corner. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pull up the Fodder app. Again, I use this every single time I'm looking at the market for anything, you know, regarding investing or even to do SBCs. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go into the market, and then there's all different things you can look at. We're going to go on index 81 to 86. So we're going to look up to 86 just for today, just to give us a little bit of a look on how players are doing on set prices and set ratings. So as you can see, this is the live graph of how many are on the market and all that good stuff. Right, you can look at the live graph, you can look at daily graph. As you can see, the market is not doing quite well at the minute in terms of, like, people are holding cards. So market momentum, market is chilling, as Fodder likes to say, 44.47%. What we're going to look at is, though, we're not really interested in looking at the actual, you know, the actual market graphs, because this is just a basic little video just to explain to people that are quite new, basically how to invest into Fodder, who you should buy, and, you know, why you should be buying them. So what we're going to have a look at is here, we're on Xbox again. I'm on Xbox, so that's why I'm looking at this. We've got the top up, so basically these are the players that are doing all right and, you know, slightly rising or have risen quite a bit. So Gerard Moreno is obviously risen by 45.46%. You know, we're not really too interested in that. We're just interested in why we're going to be buying these players. And then obviously Xbox as well, you've got your down market there. I'm going to suggest a few players from both of these lists who I think you could possibly go pick up and hold. This is not something that, if we get a good SBC tonight, these players could rise. You know, the reason for SBC Fodder is you're holding it with the anticipation that an SBC is going to come out needing these, in this case, rating, or in a sense of, if you need an 83 rated team but you need Spanish players, a player like on your screen there, Munayin for 1.3k is a good investment. The same as we have got Sergio Roberto, 83 rated right back from Barcelona, Spanish. If you need Spanish again, he's going to go up in price. So what we're going to look at is, there's two players I've just mentioned there. We're going to have a look at Munayin. 83 rated, 1.3k, you know, minus 6% there on the market. But if you look at his graph, as you can see, he's going down, down, down. Even, you know, 3 days ago from now, he was 1.7k, he's gone down to 1.3k. Normally when we get icon SBCs, they normally have a requirement of you need to do an 83 rated squad. Normally the squads are rated from like 83 to up to anything up to 89, depending on how good the icon is that you're going to be exchanging the players for. 83 is normally a standard. We always have to have an 83 rated squad with normally a couple of informs, such and such. So you might be wondering, why am I saying Munayin? For starters, in my opinion, strong nations, strong leagues, and certain positions do quite well. I personally go for either centre-backs, right-back, left-backs, left wing or right wing. Centre-mids do quite well as well. One ultimate rule I would say is they will rise, but I would, you know, it's going to be a minimal amount. Avoid goalkeepers like the plague. It's not really worth investing in them. Just because of the fact that they're not really desirable, even in for SBCs. But if you want to invest in them, you can. Right. So anyway, Munayin 1.3k. That's a great buy price. You'll be able to get him cheaper than that. That's his price that he's going for on buy now. And as you can see, you know, there's some of them listed on the market that are not selling. On PlayStation, yeah, 1.1k is probably your price that you're looking at. So Munayin's one of them. Like I said, you don't have to go and buy these players. I'm just giving you advice on why I buy them. I feel like left mid, left wing, right wing, left back, right back, and centre back, and even centre mids always do quite well when you need fodder for SBCs. Any trader will tell you, probably agree with me what I've just said. Strong nations, strong leagues always do well. So technically, you want to try and avoid any leagues outside the top 5, and you want to try and avoid, you know, certain players that are not going to rise. So an example, Edin Dzeko's 83 rated striker. You know, he's Bosnian, he doesn't really link with many players. He plays for Roma, who haven't really got any other players you can link with that are a decent rating. And, you know, he's a striker. So for me, I wouldn't invest in him. And then another player you could go with is like maybe Fodder, who we've just seen there, who's a goalkeeper. I think he's from Finland. Plays in the Bundesliga, but he plays for, I think, Bayer Leverkusen. I don't think he's got any other high-rated players that link to him. So for me, they're players that you want to avoid. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at another player, which is Sergio Roberto. He's actually dropped quite a bit at the minute, so his price is it's really good. So 1.6k for the right back that is Spanish, plays for Barcelona, and is in the Spanish league. Is for me, that's as you can see there, he's took a okay. That was yesterday. So he was 1.95 yesterday. If you go back even, you know, Monday, he was going for 2.25. He's going for 1.6. These prices are going to rise. We had lightning rounds yesterday, so the market's been, you know, not lightning rounds. So we had new promo packs yesterday, so the market has been not flooded with loads, but it's been, you know, it's had some sort of flood in terms of, you know, people posting new cards that they've got in packs onto the market. What was that? Okay, so we just had a random video come up, so I've just had to like cut that and then add this in. So yeah, no idea what that video was. It must have been an ad off flipping. But yeah, Sergio Roberto at the minute, he's dropping down in price, so he's a good player that you could look at. Like I said, he fits the good league, good nation, a good team, good links in the good team. So, you know, if you've got an untrade, if people have untradeable cards because of rival rewards in the club, say you've got an untradeable Busquets, he'd be really good to link. Hyperlink, both Spanish, obviously, so easy to link off as well. Couple of other players that you could possibly look at is Banat, 2k. I think 2k is a little bit high, so I probably wouldn't go for him, but because he plays in the Ligue 1 and he's a Spanish player, he can also do quite well because he's like got a big nation, so he's Spanish, but he's in a different league. They can do quite well as long as they're in the top 5 league, so I wouldn't advise you to go and get like Iniesta from the Saudi league, because obviously he's a little bit harder to link up, but he could do all right as well. Obviously, I'm not saying these players are going to do this and do that, but as the market normally goes and has players go, when we get certain SBCs, they do rise because of demand, because people want to complete these SBCs. There's a few other players you can look at. So Kieran Trippier, 1.3k. He's English, he's a right back, and he plays in the Spanish league. Again, his market price is he's going down. He's 1.3k now, 4 hours ago, and as you can see, yesterday he was 1.7. The market right now is it's a bit messed up. You know, people are probably investing already in cards, but it's at a low point now, so this is a good time for you to go and buy any fodder that you want to get. If it was me, Kieran Trippier for 1.3k, I'd go and pick him up. Sergio Roberto for 1.3k, I'd go and pick him up. No, sorry, 1.6k he wasn't he? Let's have a little look. 1.6k, you might be able to get him 1.5, you get some bids in or sniping, you'll be able to get him cheaper than that. And then Munayin as well, really good buys. So Gerard Moreno's not bad as well if you can get him for like 1.2. Some of these cards on lightning rounds, Thursday morning, when rewards are coming out, you'll be able to pick these up for 1,000 coins, easy enough. But yeah, that is, I'm just going to go over the 83s because this has been a little bit longer than what I thought it would be, and longer than I anticipated. But you can see what I'm trying to say. Certain positions do better than others. Nations that are very desirable. So basically, when you go into search for a player and you can go into nations on the console, it gives you the top 9 nations. They're the nations one you want to be looking at. You want to be looking at players that are easily linked in, you know, some teams. So like if you've got two, like as I mentioned before, if you're doing like an 85 rated team and someone's got an untradeable Busquets, they might go and buy, you know, 83 Roberto because they can go in and connect it with the hyperlink. Positions, you know, left mid, left wing, left back, right back, centre backs always do the best for me. Centre mids do really well as well. So for an 84 rated, you know, you could look at the likes of Sule and stuff. Let's just have a quick look at the 84s before we all this video ends. So as you can see, 84s, Roman Berkey and Guerrero, wouldn't go for them. 84 rated goalkeeper for 3k is really good, but he's a goalkeeper, so I wouldn't really go for him. But he will rise, because that's just the way the market is. Lucas Leiva, Brazilian, 3.6k is really good for the 84 rated. Oyarzabal, left wing again, not bad. 3.2k, what was his price yesterday? Yesterday, he was going for 4.9k for 1 day. So if you would have bought loads of them today, there's a very good chance he's like, what you've got to look at, the price that he's going for right now is the lowest he's been since the 2nd of October. The market is really low right now. This is where you need to be buying your fodder to invest in holds for when icon SBCs come out, or very desirable player SBCs, or, you know, pack SBCs or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that is pretty much it. We'll go over a little bit more of the higher rated players. Like I said, I mentioned in the last trading video, we are going to cover meta cards and basically how to read graphs and stuff, which will be a little bit more slightly advanced, but I'm going to try and simplify it as much as possible for people that don't know how to trade. Hopefully this has given you a little bit of an insight of how to look for fodder and what fodder is needed for. I'm not the greatest trader in the world, but I understand it, so I'm trying to explain the best way I possibly can so you can understand it better. It's, you know, trying to give it as much advice as I possibly can, just to give it a little bit of help. Go and have a look for your own players. Remember the rules: good positions, good nation, good league, good links as well. Obviously helps massively. But yeah, that is it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.